Hello. It is me, Jabari, doing Jabari's Wisdom. We have today Sergio, Ronan, if you could turn that down, actually, and Paul. Paul, it's your first time being in a podcast. You don't have anything, you want to talk about, anything?
Podcasts are pretty cool.
Yeah, let's talk about podcasts, So I've been doing this podcast for a while, I have around 6 podcasts in.
Kind of a seasoned expert.
Yeah, I have no views. Kind of sucks.
It's not about the views, it's about the content.
But when no one's watching your content, what's the point of the content?
Dude, you have complete freedom. You're not held down by your audience's expectations.
You're not signed to a record label.
Yeah.
You got a point.
You're a free spirit.
Speaking of free spirit, I think today is a special day. We have the whole suite in here.
Woo!
Dude, it's pretty
And
sweet.
most importantly,
Woo!
we have Ronan in here. Ronan, do you think today is the day we talk about virtual YouTubers?
I think we can hear them now.
Orange juice.
Okay, we're not talking about virtual YouTubers today, I guess.
You look like orange juice.
We'll leave that to next time. What should we talk about? I could have sworn there was something we were supposed to talk about with Chris.
Games.
You remember? No. We have already talked about video games many times in our podcast.
Dude, I like video games.
We have already talked about video
Epic
games.
Store.
Not Fallout 76 though, am I right? Ah!
You know what I want to talk about? Speaking of that, we're talking about video games.
Woo!
We're talking about the different stores
that's a great
that
idea.
are being added nowadays. Like the Epic Game Store and Steam. I have a problem.
Steam's not a new edition.
I have a problem with Steam. Because I've said this to you guys many times, but now it's time for the world to hear. We have always been wanting a Steam alternative. We never wanted all our games to be on one platform, Steam to have total control over the entire PC market.
Alright.
And the one time Epic Games tried to be that thing we've all asked for years. Years we've asked for this.
Lots of other companies have tried it.
Yes, lots of other companies have tried but failed. In Epic Games, the one time someone actually is like, okay,
I mean,
maybe they'll be able to do it.
They haven't succeeded
They
yet.
haven't succeeded, but they're actually trying.
They're in the
Everyone's pissed at them.
process.
Yeah, they're in the process. It's like, how are you going to get people to join your platform by just giving free games? You know what that's going to do? People just going to download the free games and then do nothing. Just use your platform for free games. The only way Epic Games is going to get an actual audience and people to buy stuff on their store and switch from Steam is if they have exclusives.
They also need to upgrade their shit, though.
Yeah, but how are they going to know what they need to upgrade if no one uses it? And the only way to get people to use it is if they get exclusives.
Make a sequel to Fortnite.
Anyway, what I don't understand is people are all pissed about, Epic Games Metro, But it's like, one, Epic Games is free. It's not like it's PlayStation versus Xbox where you have to buy a console and then stick with that economy because you don't want to buy 2 consoles and then only play their exclusives. This is a free you can have Steam, wait for it, and Epic Games installed at the same time.
No, you can't.
2 programs running on my computer? That's gonna kill it, man.
That's gonna kill my CPU!
Oh, wait. Here's the greatest part. If your friends are on Steam and not on Epic Game Store, you switch tabs and type to your friends on Steam.
Switch tabs? That's gonna take like 2 clicks.
Crazy. I know.
I'm gonna break my hand doing that.
You know what I think this is? I think this is the internet being stupid like usual because they know nothing. And they're going to forget about everything within 1 month, like usual. And there's just going to be those couple of tryhards who try to keep bringing it up because they're idiots.
I think if Epic upgrades their their store and their whole friend and profile system, I think they'll be a decent competitor.
Yeah, and I know they are going to, but it's like they have to do business stuff first. They have to get people on the platform before they fix it.
I mean, yeah.
It makes no sense, but it makes sense because it's like, why fix something if no one's going to use it?
Yeah,
People are gonna hate it until
It's the same with Snapchat. Like when Snapchat made their new update, everyone's like, "Oh man, this is the death of Snapchat. No one's ever going to get anything. Oh my god, it's so stupid."
Yeah.
2 months later, everyone's still on Snapchat, and they got used to it. People just have to get used to change. That is my one take on the subject.
I hate Snapchat.
Okay, retard.
You hate Snapchat, are you sure?
continue to play 100% Orange Juice, you freaking fool.
We were supposed to talk about virtual YouTubers today.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
what's
they're
the
actually-
AI
I mean,
channel?
we still could. It'd just be very one-sided. As Ronan is the main audience of the virtual YouTubers.
Yes, true.
He is their core demographic.
So, let's bring it back to Epic Games. I have a question.
It's pretty epic, dude.
Wow.
I have a question.
Paul.
So, Sergio,
No, now's not the time, Paul.
so if you were someone who pre-ordered on Steam,
Mm-hmm.
and then Epic's like, yeah, it's exclusive now,
On Epic Games.
Yeah.
but it's cheaper, a little bit cheaper. I think it wasn't cheaper.
Well, they already pre-ordered it. Doesn't the price doesn't matter at that point?
Yeah, the price doesn't matter.
Well,
So why would you be mad?
because there's a couple things here. So it had been pre-selling on Steam for a couple of months since it was announced.
Yep.
So the problem isn't so much that it's on Epic. The problem is that it was being
It was
pre-sold
basically-
on Steam for a long time before they just yanked it off the store. So people already bought it for $60. The second problem is that they moved it to Epic, and because of some special deal between Epic and 4A, they decreased the price by $10. But the people who paid for it on Steam still paid full price.
But-
And as of right now, have not gotten reimbursed the $10 or
But
any sort of like special DLC.
one,
This is why
It
we don't
is a
support-
pre-order, so they can just cancel it. 2, games get cheaper all the time. Like when let's say I bought Halo 3
Games are not
when
getting
it came
cheaper.
out. No, I'm just saying Halo 3 when it came out was $60. Now you can find it for 10.
You're like,
And I'm like, oh, Bungie's so stupid. Oh, I want my money's worth. No, the game just got cheaper.
I think it's a bit different.
it's
Mark, 'cause
different.
the game isn't even out yet.
Yeah, but it's even more different because the game's not even out. So if you're so offended, if these people are so offended by their pre-order, cancel it, pre-order again.
Well, they want to play the game, man.
But they wanted us.
And then not only that, I'm pretty sure. Well,
Is it
correct
a
me if I'm wrong.
multiplayer game or is it only single player?
It's single player.
Okay.
So like, there's no.
Like if it was multiplayer, I would be pissed because it's like,
Yeah, but
I
it's
wanted to
single-
play with my friends on this platform, and now I can't because they're not. Some of them might not be able to buy it in the future because it's not gonna be on Steam.
Yep.
Well, it is going to be on Steam in a year. It's just an exclusivity deal for a year.
I mean, like, yeah. Like,
I really,
so many
honestly,
games come out like a year, like.
I see no downside
It's huge
other than
for you.
positives for Epic Games. Like, and then if anything, I've said this before, like to you guys. Metro probably got more publicity from this than anything.
That's
Because
probably
no
true.
one has ever, like, literally, none of my friends, maybe other than you, Sergio, I guess. I don't know if you guys heard of
I've
it.
heard of it. I've never played it.
Yeah, none of the, like, Metro's not really like a household game name.
Well, it's a
No,
AAA
not that many
company.
people really play it. It's just a really, like really big community who likes it. Like, the people who like the game, but no one's really heard of Metro. Until this happened, then everyone hears of Metro. So it's a win-win. And then Epic Games, like, what? Oh, man, the Steam people hate us? Like, okay.
Well, now,
Well, now you don't get Metro,
they've
idiots.
crawled under Steam's skin now, which
Good.
nobody's done previously.
Yeah, and it's also that. I feel like this was also like a thing by Valve. Like maybe Valve tried to kind of hype up the "oh man, Epic Games is terrible" kind of hype.
That kind
Because
of
like now,
I'm sure they
probably
did.
are sweating a little bit
They're
because
probably fucking pissed.
yeah, because now they have a competitor. They used to have a
'Cause
virtual
their customers are
monopoly.
getting screwed over out of no fault of their own.
But how can you say
Which
it's
maybe-
their?
maybe
But,
it's
but
cheating for them.
it's
That's
different though,
different than usual.
because I feel like this is like Walmart versus Target. Let's say, or whatever, any other store.
Okay.
Let's say you used to buy this certain type of milk from Walmart,
Yeah.
and then Walmart's like, yeah, Target took our milk.
You can't.
Or you just like,
want
oh, screw Walmart! Ugh!" You just go to Target and get your milk. In the story.
Yeah, but that's like driving.
I guess.
People don't like change.
But let's say the Target's right next to Walmart. Like, literally, it doesn't affect you. Oh, you won't see your favorite cashier anymore. Boo-hoo.
Well, running with that analogy, there's other stuff that Walmart still has that you want to get. So now you're having to go to 2 stores rather than 1.
I guess, but what if it's cheaper at Target now? The milk is. So you would have saved money.
You're still spending more time.
I
so to
guess.
speak. I mean, personally, I don't see a problem with it. Like, it's a thing that's happening. Like, I'm used to this.
I've used Battle.net for Blizzard games and stuff.
Yeah. And then even,
I'll
isn't
still
the new
primarily use
Fallout
Steam.
games not going to be on Steam? Or not Fallout, whatever. Blizzard games, they're not on Steam anymore.
Were they ever?
Yeah.
It's a
No.
Blizzard.
Skyrim was on. Oh, not Blizzard. I meant,
Bethesda games.
Bethesda.
Yeah.
There's talks about it. There's a possibility because of 76, they might end up just moving everything back over to Steam if their servers are sucking ass, which kind of they have been.
Yeah, that would boost their sales a bit, maybe, by putting it onto Steam.
But I feel like all these game companies, because one, Steam takes a big cut of your profit. I forgot how much.
30?
Yeah, 30 freaking %. While Blizzard or Epic Games only takes 10 now.
Yeah, that's probably like the best move that.
So
Epic
that's the
made.
best move.
It's
And
giving
then
developers more money.
I feel like all these people are getting tired of Steam. Like they don't want. Like that's why Ubisoft has their own store and all this. EA has their own stores because like.
Well, you can self-manage it, which is part of it.
And then also I heard there's a thing like with user reviews. I also think that's stupid. These user reviews, because this review bombing thing is so stupid because it's like.
In theory, it's not. In practice, because people are people, it is.
Yeah. In theory, it makes sense. But as the one and only Adam Savage has once said, in theory, practice works.
Isn't
But
it?
in practice... Get it?
Okay,
Okay, keep playing 100% Orange Juice. Guys, get out of here. You haven't even said anything other than that.
Oh, I'm playing Orange
Ronan, what's your
Juice.
favorite game?
100% orange.
Yeah, sure.
Not Overwatch?
Not,
Okay.
Yakuza 0.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to say. What was I saying?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, about the review bombing. Because the review bombs is so like for example, apparently Metro, the
Yeah.
older Metros are getting review bombed. Which is dumb because it's like technically it's like unfair to Metro.
I mean, don't they?
I mean, they just took a deal. They're going to make more money.
I'm pretty sure they have a system in place. Like, don't you have to own a game to leave a review on it?
I mean,
Yeah, but even I review bombed once technically.
Okay.
Because when Skyrim did
Game
paid
one.
mods, I gave them a negative review. I was like, yeah, this is stupid. I mean, I changed it back to positive, but still. That shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't be able to just like...
It kind of makes sense in that context because that's still relevant to that game.
Yeah, I guess.
But if it's just the company and you're just bombing all of their games because
Mm-hmm.
they fucked up with like the newest one.
And now they could lose profit because some people only look at the review like, oh, it's mostly negative right now. Like, I know Steam tried to change it where it's like you can see that recently a bunch of negative reviews happened.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
not really enough, I don't feel like.
I think if you're a gamer or at least
Gamer.
Ronan, shut up.
I mean, yeah, if you actually like
semi-frequent
root-
person, then like on Steam, then you kind of understand those trends. But like if you're
True,
like a
but-
casual, like you've never really played Steam before, you might be looking at like that kind of stuff and be like, well, I don't know. But like
But-
I feel like if you've seen it before, like I would say most people, like if you see like a lot of like really just recently like negative reviews, it's probably because the company fucked up something.
True. And it's usually something technically kind of minor. Like, it's never like a big mess up. It's kind of like something like, oh, they made one item a little more expensive than they should have for this new patch.
those greedy bastards.
Yeah. Screw them. It's like, don't buy the item then. Like, what? But then I don't feel like the user reviews really help because I don't really look at them because say like a game that's like, I don't know, like an MMO. This person will have 4,000 hours and just be like, yeah, it just sucks. Like, I don't like the game. It's bad. Do not get it. I'm like, then why would you play 4,000 hours of bad game?
I do like to see though that
Want to
people
get his
spend a
money's
lot of
worth
time.
because he was so mad at it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so the last 30 minutes ruined your time. So now you leave a negative
Well,
review?
The ending was
Yeah,
terrible.
like, well, I mean, I did that once. But
Mass Effect
Firewatch
3
is
was
different.
terrible.
Firewatch was different. That was a disappointment. But still,
Like the firefighter.
Kind of like the
game.
Bumblebee movie.
yeah.
It was good all the way until the end. And
Kind
as he hit the end, it was like
Do you mean the B movie?
Bumblebee. The
Oh,
Transformers movie.
The Transformers movie shows how much I care about that movie. Okay.
Same with Spiderverse. Right when
No,
that freaking
Spiderverse
pig
is a
came in.
masterpiece.
Right when that pig and anime
Was
girl
beautiful.
came.
It
You know
was
what?
beautiful
Let's
on all
switch it up to
levels.
Spiderverse.
Spiderverse.
There is nothing else to be
So
said.
I have a problem with Spiderverse.
Kingpin.
Your problem.
Kingpin is a masterpiece.
matter.
So-
the art style's a masterpiece.
Spider-Verse was good. It was a great movie. Amazing.
Masterpiece.
But then,
Nope.
that freaking pig and that anime girl came out of nowhere. And I don't even know what the point was.
They were in the trailers. What do you mean they came out of nowhere?
But they were irrelevant to everything. They didn't have like they
came from
There were some one-off jokes.
oh, they came from a new universe.
You can say they didn't add anything to the movie, but
They
I don't
didn't.
think they didn't detract. I don't think.
I feel like they
one-off jokes.
subtracted because the pig, that was just stupid. Like if you took out the pig, the movie would not change and its
It's
reviews would go
Spider-Pig
up.
who got bitten by a radioactive
The anime
pig.
girl made like at least the Spider Noir guy, he made sense. It was like, okay, that's clever. Spider Girl, she had a radioactive spider that controls a robot. And then she is anime.
And she's best friends with the
You just don't
spider.
understand multiverse.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that's the point of multiverse. They're all different.
Like,
And some of them are stupid.
They did that for comedic effect, but the movie was already funny. It was funny before any of the new Spider-Mans came. And Spider-Woman.
Maybe they ran out of material.
You know what I think? Here's my conspiracy. Well, I don't know about the Spider-Pig. That was just some idiot. Some intern's like, why don't we bring Spider-Pig in? And some old dude who's in the conference call who's like, hey, that's a good idea. You know, bring in the Spider-Pig. The kids will love it. Because they think kids like Spider-Pig. That's why they brought in the Spider-Pig, for the stupid freaking kids. And the reason they brought in that freaking anime girl was because it's Sony. Sony's a Japanese company, so they needed some type of like self-representation in the movie. Since it's more New York and some random black dude. So they needed self-representation for this Japanese company. So they brought in this trash. Same with the Spider-Man game. Now that you bring up that, did you notice all these characters in the Spider-Man game were Japanese? Is it a coincidence? I don't freaking think so. Anyone has anything to say? Anything?
Spider-Man's a masterpiece.
I don't think they can hear me.
Kingpin was wonderful.
Oh yeah, Kingpin was good.
Every time he was on
Like-
frame, it was just hilarious.
Yeah,
What a character design.
yeah, you know.
So geometrical.
Yeah.
So perfect.
So really good. So Ronnie, you have anything to say? Okay. Well, Sergio, is there anything?
Masterpiece right behind Spider-Man.
Sergio, you got anything to say? Anything? You know, anything about what I said about the trash pig or the trash anime girl?
No, that's all good. I like that. I thought it suited the movie well.
I don't think it suited the movie at all.
Well, it's not for everybody.
It wasn't
But
necessary,
everybody
but
but
it doesn't matter.
Nah, I feel everyone else was thinking the same thing unless they're an idiot.
Like, I mean, if they took over and became the stars of the movie, then yeah, that would be bad.
They were
But
irrelevant the entire time. How many
They were
lines did
side
they?
characters for
How
jokes.
many lines did they say?
Like,
2?
7.
Even the
Seven,
Spider Noir
7, 8,
said
yeah.
more lines than both the Spider Pig and the Anime Girl combined.
I just feel like they needed a bit more time to be introduced into your heart.
Yeah, they needed more time.
look, Jabari.
So if they did,
Jabari, do you want the real answer of why they're in the movie?
I told you the real answer.
Jabari,
the
they're
pig
getting-
was for the girl.
Buddy,
I mean, the pig
buddy,
was for the kids,
Jabari,
and the Spider
it's simple,
Girl was
okay?
for, or the anime
Simple.
one was
They're
for
running a
the
business,
representation.
alright? They're setting the groundwork for spin-off series for Spider-Pig and anime Spider-Mech girl.
They are not going to bring that Japanese freaking trash mech into anything. No one is excited for that Japanese anime Spider-Man.
I mean, if they make a Spiderverse game on the Epic Store, you best believe they're gonna put her in there.
They are not. Because, okay, Miles Morales.
DLC in the Spider-Man game.
But
Watch
just came
that
out.
one.
But Miles Morales, you can make merchandise for Miles Morales. You can make merchandise for Spider-Woman. Spider-Man's a given. What can you do with Spider-Pig?
What do you mean?
Make a plushie? That's it.
You just don't like it. That's the
What can you do for a big mech?
I don't know. Make a fucking mech figure? Like, are you just, what?
Not people don't buy figures. Other than Ronin.
Pants to Ronin.
Man, if only you could see this wall.
See, Ronin just is watching virtual YouTubers and refuses to talk about virtual YouTubers.
Ronan, share your thought on virtual YouTubers.
No, I don't even want to hear it.
Let's hear what she has to say.
I don't want to hear anything about virtual YouTubers until Ronin wants to, have a podcast about it.
You mean an intervention?
Yeah.
Next week, Ronan's intervention.
Well, I feel like this is like a pretty good length. This is probably the short.
What happened happen at 1:20 in the morning?
Yeah, it's 120.
You know,
by the way.
that's how it goes.
You know, I really want Paul to be in the podcast. You'll be part of history before this gets huge.
Wow, I'll be remembered for this.
Yeah, you will.
That's good.
Remember Paul, people. Hashtag remember the Paul.
Hashtag Spiderverse wasn't bad.
Hashtag I was lying. From the last hashtag. It's bad. So, I think that's enough. You know, next time,
Hashtag save spiderpig.
hashtag roast it. Maybe make it into some spider bacon. Now that's a merchandise. Spider bacon.
He just hates spider-pigs, that's it.
I also hate
Want
the
to
mech.
eat him? Is that
Oh, wait. Before I end it.
Whoa!
You wanna eat-
The mech, remember at the end of the movie where the mech got destroyed, but the spider was okay. But she started crying.
It was a robotic spider.
That made no sense.
What do you
Why
mean?
was she crying at
Wait,
the
but I
mech?
think what we
Because her
figured...
father made it.
Yeah, that's what we figured out. Her father built...
See,
And her father died because like it.
Wait. But you know why I...
Important to the main.
Wait. But you know why I didn't know that?
Sense.
You know why I didn't know that? Because they spent
Listening.
2 seconds, 2 seconds,
Oh, and I heard it.
making like, oh, here's my side story.
Yeah, they're the side characters, and you hate them. You want them to have more screen time about their backstory?
Yeah, if you're gonna bring in
Come on.
side characters, make more backstory so I feel sad.
I thought we were ending this.
If the pig died in that movie, I would feel nothing. I'd be like, oh, okay, the pig
Yeah,
died.
just you.
If the friggin' mech died and the spider got crushed by Kingpin,
He just sat on it.
I would feel nothing. Because we didn't have
I would
enough
feel
time
things.
to relate to these characters.
I would feel great
At
joy.
least the Spider Woman, we had enough screen time where we actually felt relatable to the character. We understood
How
why
you
she
gonna
had a shaved
mesh-
head.
How you gonna mesh a pig into Miles Morales' universe?
Exactly,
and
that's my
keep a whole
point.
Story with it.
That's my point.
That's why
Take
you get
it
enough
out.
screen time. You can't pick
Take
a pig
it
in high
out.
school
Take
and give him
it
the same amount
out.
of screen time as Gwen.
No, maybe
It doesn't make
he
sense.
thinks he's
pig
seen
raises-
stuff.
The pig raises too many questions.
He could have thought he's seen
if
stuff.
they tried to answer one question, it would just be an avalanche. You'd be like, oh, gotta answer this.
The movie-
Gotta answer this. Gotta answer this.
It was already 2.5 hours long. That was
Exactly.
how
That's
does
why.
he- how
That's why
does
you
he-
take it out.
How does he keep the hammer in his pocket?
You know what they could have done?
We'll never know.
With
That's the funny part.
with the amount of screen time that they were on, you know what they could have done? They could have expanded on how Miles Morales got better at being Spider-Man after his father talked to him. But no. You know what they did? A little 1-minute compilation of him.
What's up,
What's
Danger?
up, Danger? Don't be a stranger. I jump off of buildings because they're high or whatever. Screw that song. And screw that compilation.
I thought it was good.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty
It was
cool.
too quick. It was cool, but it was too quick. It was like, okay, I'm good at Spider-Man now because my dad talked to me. Like, what?
Felt something.
Yeah.
He felt something, so he gained all these skills
Yeah.
that took Spider-Man 5 years.
He never felt it before. That was the only thing.
They even
missing.
referenced it in the movie. They're like, did you teach him that? No, I didn't. I don't know how he did that. I don't know either. I don't
He
know
fell asleep
either.
during the movie, clearly. You just got all the relevant facts about it.
And then they explain why Kingpin could he could put his hands up and slam it on the ground, kill Peter Parker, but Miles Morales just like, oh.
Because he felt something.
I give that movie a Jabari rating of 7.8.
Peter Parker actually
Out of
died in the
9.
movie. That was pretty cool.
It was cool seeing Peter Parker die. Yeah. I mean, I thought the Peter Parker was pretty cool. I thought it was,
He had
both of
some
them
good
pretty
lines. I like the take on him where he like didn't give a shit.
cool. Yeah, I like the
That
2
one?
takes.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah.
The fat one in his fucking sweatpants. Walking around barefoot.
That was one of the few movies, all the comedy was on point. Like, every,
Oh, no. See, you messed up saying all of it.
Every-
That
all of it
Spider
was
Pig. That was not meant to be.
All of the interaction
I
between
laughed-
Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
because usually most movies have like those corny jokes. Like, oh, okay, I see what they're.
Yeah, you mean like when
But
Spider Pig comes up, it's like, my hands are wet because I washed them.
That was pretty funny.
That was not funny.
The first time, yeah.
I was like,
Seventh time
what
you
is
heard
this
it, it's
stupid freaking pig doing in my
He only
movie?
said it once, didn't he?
But if you've seen the trailer, then it's like, okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that movie was not funny for Spider Pig. Like, it was so good. I was tearing up because I was like, this is one of the greatest.
La La Land or some other like trash movie.
La La Land was an artistic
Trash.
masterpiece.
Yeah, so was this.
I mean, it was.
The Spider-Verse.
The Spiderverse had the greatest art I've ever seen in my life. Like, legit. Best animation I have ever seen for any movie. Because it was original. Like, Pixar's cool.
Yeah, it was very comic-esque.
Pixar's cool, but Pixar's like, once you see one Pixar movie, you've seen it all, art-wise. Because it's the same art style. It's 3D animation. But Spider-Verse like was a different take. I haven't seen a 2D movie in so long because everything's become 3D. It's been like taken over by DreamWorks and Pixar.
Spider-Verse was 3D also.
Spider-Verse wasn't 3D.
Yeah, it had a 2D filter maybe, but it was definitely a 3D movie.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, see, I didn't. The fact that it felt like it was 2D though, that's how you know. That's a good movie.
Their art was on point.
Their art, like that was just original art. Like that was just original. I've never seen an art style like that. I mean, other than comics, I guess, but you know what I mean. So yeah, art-wise and almost story-wise, good movie. But they chose to put in that spider-pig, and that ruined it all. Kingpin redeemed the movie though. Like Kingpin, masterpiece. Shut up, Ronan.
Ronan!
Why are you laughing? Like, what? Why is Sergio laughing?
Ronan, what is that?
Well, I guess that's the end of our podcast. Well, you know, this has been Jabari's Wisdom. Remember to share this podcast to every single person you can possibly do it so then I can make money. So that would be really helpful because I like money and I like buying things. And if I could buy things, I'll make more podcasts.
Don't fund Jabari. You need
So-
Spider-Pig.
I will see you later. Remember, tweet, share as much as possible. Again, so I can make money. So I will see you later. The next podcast that we will be talking about is virtual YouTubers. Goodbye.